Torquay come into this 9 games unbeaten and won 2-0 at Chesterfield in their last outing. Gary Johnson's made 2 changes to that 11. Joe Lewis and Scott Bowden are both available again and come straight back in. Gary Warren drops out through injury. Benji Kimpioka moves to the bench. What a good start Andy Woodman's had at Bromley. 5 wins from his first 8 games in charge, the latest ending Hartlepool's 16-game unbeaten run in the National League. There are 2 changes to the 11 that began that game. Jack Bridge is injured and fails to start a game for the first time since his arrival at Bromley in January. Frankie Raymond drops to the bench. In come Liam Trotter and Luke Coulson. One of the players who's been lighting up Adam Virgo, the National League just recently, is Connor Lemonhay Evans. He's likely to be key for the goals today.
Well, he certainly is, with the creativity and the goals that he scores along the way. Him and Ben Whitfield on either flank have been absolutely superb for Gary Johnson's side. And when you're looking for a bit of quality in that final third with consistency, he certainly provides that.
Say how the title race is unpredictable. You could say about the race for the playoff places as well. Such a big game this for both Torquay and Bromley for their respective end-of-season targets. Played forward by Winter up towards Bowden. And off the frame of the goal. So close to an opener inside the first few minutes. Massive let-off that for Bromley. So much loop on that ball, wasn't there?
Well, I thought it was in, to be honest. I mean, Mark Cousins came out, got absolutely nowhere near it. Scott Bowden was brilliant to run the channel as well, took the shot early. Just one of those ones you think just going to loop into the back of the net, and I mean, to hit the inside of the post and still not go in shows how unlucky it really was.
Arthurs was the player who went down there, but this is the near miss for Torquay.
Yeah, it's a great little run, makes a perfect run between the 2 centre-halves. Cousins comes out, gets absolutely nowhere near it. Brilliant, delicate ball there from Winter. Just so unlucky all round there from Bowden. Gets there first, just agonisingly hits the post, but doesn't go inside. Downs as well, and talking about the late goals, and talk about the energy levels as well. And he says, you always got energy to keep running, to keep going. You know, you can run as fast as you can. And he says, if you see a lion come out of a bush or something, you know you can run again.
Andrews to place one, and well saved by Cousins, who read what was coming there.
He just didn't quite enough power on that Andrews there. Just got caught under his feet a little bit, so it was a short back lift to take the shot on. Not necessarily the best clearance there from Chris Bush. Just more of a poke more than a strike.
I suppose it's difficult to argue what you just said there about what Aaron Downs said. I suppose if a line came out of the bush, you really would run even faster, however tight you were. Here come Torquay, though. And Andrews to place one. It's a good save, and out it comes to Lemonhay Evans. Threatening, aren't they, Torquay? Yeah, very much on top for the moment.
Yeah, they're coming into the game really well now, after I thought Bromley had actually started better. Just a little cut back again.
Header into the box. Oh, was there a trip there? Big appeals from Torquay, but the referee was not interested in the slightest there. That'll be another incident that'll be interesting to see again. Lemonhay Evans, Andrews. Plenty happening in the closing stages of the first half here. A shade over 5 minutes to go, and they're still appealing here, Torquay, that they should have a penalty.
Yeah, I mean, my first reaction is, why don't you give these kind of penalties? Because I think there's lots of contact there. I think Walters was the player, because they just get the throw completely wrong. You see there, the Kizzy gets caught wrong side. He does, doesn't he? He catches the back of his left.
Cheek being watched closely by Lemonhay Evans. The chief goal threat for the Ravens. Over towards Kizzy, won his header, and Bush was there, and Arthur's hit it. And off target it went. Cheek. Great challenge there. Very well timed to take it away from the National League's top scorer. Winter. Bowden's ball wide. Andrews with the pass back to Scott Bowden. He went from being Chesterfield's top scorer last season to being furloughed by them this season. Winter. Randell. The room for the cross. Dead ball. Headed clear by Mitchell. Bowden.
It's one or two opportunities. But the game finally balances it. You just need to try and tinker something. Somebody Campbell down that right-hand side can offer probably a bit more pace.
Coulson. Oh, it's a fantastic cross there. Any sort of touch at all from Cheek and it would have been 1-0. Wonderful ball back by Coulson.
That's what I said about Michael Cheek.
He's going to take this. Still, we await the opener. At a very wet playing ball. Played in with pace, that's and only just wide. Well, it was a great stoop that, wasn't it, by Shering, and he came close to hitting the target.
It's a great ball in there. Just gets that little run there on Bush. Really unlucky there.
Well, Little's last ball in caused Bromley lots of problems. That stooping header from Shering. What will he do this time? Deeper delivery on this occasion to the back post and into the side netting. It went from Bowden. His reaction tells us he thinks that was a great chance.
Well, clear warning signs now for Andy Woodman's side. 2 set plays, 2 big opportunities in this second half. The best opportunities for Gary Johnson's side.
Two goals this season, 20 of them in the National League. Randell. Kimpioka hit it first time. Good positioning from the goalkeeper, Cousins.
Yeah, unlucky there from Kimpioka. Just think the angle's working against him slightly, and that's where Bowden's really, I think, excels a little bit more now than probably where he was in that first half. Always a difficult one, that the ball that comes across your body then to generate some more.
Tom Reeves, the man in the middle today, Declan O'Shea and Alan Cresswell, the assistants. It's far from everybody forward here for Bromley, but there are a fair few up there for the Ravens. Kizzy is one of those, and it's closest towards him, and the goalkeeper had to backpedal a bit there. Lucas Kovalek.
Well, just typifies the conditions, doesn't it? Usually a routine cross for a goalkeeper that, with a free kick that's been overhit, but look at the pace and trajectory that Raymond gets on that and almost catches him out. Does well in the end, comes back off and onto his line and tips that one over.
Raymond across to take it then for the Ravens. Put it in nicely in the free header, and that's a great chance back in early February. Alabi, first involvement for him. Looked for Williamson, but couldn't find him, and it's Winter. He'll look to get Torquay going. Trotter. Kizzy. They'll be watching on nervously at Gander Green Lane, hoping that there are going to be drop points here for Torquay. It's looking increasingly likely, but as we've said before, they are a side with such an impressive record in the closing stages of games this season. That's a lovely ball for Winter. but he couldn't pick out either of the men waiting in the middle there, neither Umera nor Kimpioka. Remember, 11 matches won this season with goals scored after the 80th minute by Torquay. They are a side who fight right to the end. Winter with another chance to put one in the box. Plays it short to Lemonhay Evans. A great turn by him. A shot hit at pace by Moxie. Lovely spin by Lemonhay Evans.
Yeah, he done really, really well there. So Raymond does just to get out of the way of him. Sometimes that's when the player runs across you. You're not clipping their heels. Again, Trotter's been excellent with another block.
Yeah, he's had a really good game, Trotter, especially when you consider he's not seen much action just recently, only one start in the previous 7 games. Randell, another ball into the Bromley box. They're saying that there was some holding going on there as the shot then goes off target. You can hear the appeals from the Torquay players.
Kizzy, the players, has been called into question. I think when you're looking for something and you're looking for anything, you try and claim for what you can, and I think it's a bit of a desperate shout there from his side.
Just a reminder that we have another Premier League game to come this weekend. Comes from the Emirates. Arsenal seek to make amends for their Europa League exit up against West Brom tomorrow at 6:30 on One, and ultimate big game coming up at Old Trafford on Tuesday as well. Leicester seeking to bounce back from their defeat, potentially costly defeat against Newcastle yesterday. Here come Torquay again though. As we approach the final few minutes, yellow shirts flooding forwards. And Lemonhay Evans with the shot. Look how many red shirts were back there, just looking to get bodies in the way. Torquay desperate for a goal, desperate for a winner, as they seek to regain that 4-point lead at the top. St Bolton and Forest and Millwall, Ipswich, Scunthorpe. He's done really well, but there could be a chance here to win it. Great save by Cousins. That looked like it might be the moment. Glorious chance for Kimpioka to win it for the goals. And all the hard work of Bromley there would have been completely undone in added time if he'd taken the chance that fell to him.
Just speaking about how well they've done, and it's the first time they've really got in each other's way and made a mistake.
It means the gap now is 2 points